My friends! My friends! What's going on, everybody? I am back. Oh, I left my mic on. So, I am back. And, I've got good news. I filmed the video where I taste tested the cake from the vending machine. The vending machine cake. So I finished that. Hit the gym, did some good stuff. I'm back now. I want to play Road Rash for a little bit longer. And then tonight I'm going to try and beat Shinobi on a harder difficulty. I've only ever beat it on easy, so I'm going to try it on normal. Normal is hard as hell on those old games, though. On those old games, normal might as well be hard, and then hard might as well be nightmare. Okay. So, there's good stuff. Today's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm actually doing really well. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Yeah, I really like this game. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever owned this game. This was a regular rental for me, for sure. But I don't think that I have ever owned this game. I don't remember ever owning any black games. Maybe I had the gray card of it, but I don't think so. This is always a rental for me. You know what other game was always a rental and I never owned was Rampage. Yeah, never owned a Rampage, but I rented it all the time. That game is next to impossible to actually beat. It's like, I think it's like 250 stages. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's a fun game, but it gets old pretty fast. Because it's just destroying buildings. And after like the 30th stage of just doing the same thing over and over again, it gets pretty stale. I like the second one though. Because you get to play as like a giant crab monster. Hell yeah, first place. Yeah, you get to play as a giant crab monster, so... There we go. Okay. Oh god. There we go. So satisfying. While you're in the city, the best is spray paint. Uh-oh. Anytime there's lots of turns, use the spray paint. Okay. Oh, come on, crash. Let them all go ahead. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh, there we go. What's this? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Come on. Come on. Tire iron. Oh god. Oh. Oh, so close. So close. Yes. Nailed it. You want to see something cute? So, I don't know if you guys collected these when you were young, but this is a crazy bone. Very 90s. This is a crazy bone. And, what I did is I got some silly putty, right? And, I pressed it into it, right? I pressed the crazy bone into it, and then I melted a candle into it to see if it would work, and it did work. I made a little replica. That's also a crayon. Hey Eric, hey, I saw that your Orioles like absolutely demolished Tampa Bay the other day. Like 26-6 or something like that. Yeah, when I saw that score, I was like, oh man, Eric's gonna be a happy camper. Eric's gonna be a happy camper. Okay. Okay. There we go. 22, Orioles 8. Yeah. Big game. Big game. Good for them. They really needed that. They really need that. I mean, they're not going to make the playoffs or anything, but they definitely needed that. I mean, they could make the playoffs. They would have to have a huge... You know what, though? Every time, every season, after the All-Star break, every season, there's always one team that goes on an impressive run. You know what I mean? Like last year, it was Detroit. After the All-Star break, they went like 40-12, you know? So they actually crawled their way all the way to a playoff spot. Good for them. Yeah, so I wonder what team will do it. I mean, it could be the Orioles. It could be any of them. I just hope that the team that does do it isn't like the Marlins, the Sox, the Orioles, or the Rockies, because even if they do go on an impressive run, the odds are still so low. I'm not happy that the Rockies have gotten better over the last couple weeks. I was really enjoying the thing. I think they'll beat hey Tommy. I think they'll beat what's his name? Oh, I forget. Tommy, my friend. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I don't know who that is, buddy. We don't have televangelism in here in Canada. I mean, we do, but it's a very, very, very small part of Christianity here in Canada. Televangelism is very much an American thing. I have no idea who that is. But I guess that's sad. I don't know. Televangelism is like strictly against my religion, and most people in Canada are Catholic. Like in America, right? In America, there's so many different groups of Christians, you know what I mean? That all believe like slightly different things. Here in Canada, we only really have like Catholics, Protestants, and then there's you know, like Mormons and Lutherans and stuff like that, but not really that many. Whereas in America, it seems like every town in America has their own version of a Christian church, you know what I mean? We don't really have that here in Canada, but the majority of Christianity here in Canada is Catholicism. Mostly. It's either Catholicism or Protestant, but I'm pretty sure it's Catholicism. Yeah, 29% of the population is Catholic in Canada. But you know what? Religion, it's different these days, you know? Like, when I'm at church, you don't really see that many, like, young adults. But I guess I wasn't really involved with the church when I was a young adult, you know? I need to start going to church more. I need to start going to church more. That would be, that would only be beneficial. I love singing at church. It's the only time where I really swing. Swing. I only swing when I'm at church, you guys. He was a preacher on TV and was slandered by all black male. He was prostituting in the 80s. He had his own channel, SBN. He was slandered by all black male. He was prostituting in the 80s. See, the thing is, I don't really like it when people have a bad past and then they become like a religious person and then people like criticize them. I don't really like that because, like, I did some terrible things in my life, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to have my religion anymore, you know? And I mean, our whole religion is about forgiveness. So, yeah. I really watch televangelist, but my teacher at church, he's only 50. You know what? My father at church, in Catholicism, we call them fathers. My father at church was like 3 years older than I was. It was very strange. Guys, give me a minute. I have to check on something real quick.
F0X. 700 km/h. 1000 km/h. F0X, jeu ultra rapide. 1500 km/h. F0X sur Nintendo 64, vous n'en reviendrez pas.
Some things are just better to do with other people. Like Gauntlet Legends for Nintendo 64.
Oh, I like to call that my little something special.
Where the more people you get to play.
Go Wizards, get busy, it's the birthday. There you go. You see? This is how I play.
The more chance you stand to survive.
Who's your daddy? Who is your daddy?
There's only
one hero who possesses the strength, the skill, and the courage
to save the world single-handedly. Glover! Strength? Glover's got the magic and the moves to mash big bad bosses. Skill? Glover's got the brains to solve mind-boggling puzzles. And talk about courage? Glover's got the to handle any challenge. Glover! For Nintendo 64 and PC CD-ROM. Gotta love the glove.
Do you know how to use one of these?
GoldenEye. Lodo Rumble.
Okay, I'm back. You know what would have been a really cool, you know what would have been a really cool, when they were developing GoldenEye, right? One of the features that they were gonna do was to reload your gun. You were oh my! To reload your gun, you were supposed to take the controller pack out and put it back in, kind of like you were reloading a real weapon. They didn't end up doing that, but that would have been a cool idea. I mean, that is a cool idea. It would have been cool if they implemented that. But they didn't because it was, it could, damage the controller, and it could damage the controller pack by constantly taking it in and out. That's what she said. Oh. So now I've got myself in a predicament because I started collecting these I started collecting these Hello Kitty stickers, and the set has 60 in it, and I have 56 of them, and it's tough because I'm not gonna buy any more packs because trying to find just those 4 pretty damn rare. So I think I'm gonna have to find them on eBay. Because I can't rest knowing that I've got 56 out of 60. Now drive me nuts. Oh god. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Oh god. There should be a button where you just jump off your bike. It would save a lot of time. Oh lord. Okay, oh. Oh, God. Oh, I got the taste. Oh, hell yeah. Good stuff. The taste was fantastic. Oh. Oh no. Yes, we're gonna do Shinobi tonight. Nope. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay.
Put your hands up.
I picked up a carton of Tropical Punch Minute Maid. Oh, nice. Oh, really? Wow. That's cool. Oh, there he goes. That's cool. Very cool, buddy. Do you have a big wrestling collection? Do you have any title belts? Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, 360. Damn it. Oh, sheep. Damn it.
Need some.
There we go. My sweater should be arriving soon. My sweater should be arriving soon. I ordered some of my merch. I'm gonna have to order a tapestry from my merch shop. Oh god, look how long this lasts. I'm gonna have to order a tapestry from my merch shop. For my new background at my new place. I'm also gonna have to go through, I'm gonna have to also go through all of my clothes and, get rid of the stuff that I don't need. I got good stuff coming up. I'm really excited. For the first time since, I think the last time I was feeling this well mentally was when I was going back to Japan to live with my girlfriend. When I was going back to Japan to live with my girlfriend at the time, I think that was probably like the best mentally that I've been in a really long time. And I think that's like this now. Oh, and also, this is a perfect time for me to get a skateboard. This is the perfect time for me to get a new skateboard, because the place is pretty far away, you know. So a skateboard would be good. Skateboard would be good to have. Yeah, so I'll start skating again. Okay. Oh. Next time I go to Toronto, I'll go to some skate shops. Oh god. Yeah, so I got a lot to do this month. Actually, I don't really. I have to put out applications, though. I have to put out applications. Oh. Okay. Oh no! I have a skateboard, but I was too scared to use it. Oh, really? I hear ya, Bex. I hear ya. Oh, Bex, I wanted to mention to you, when you lend me, that Kamen Rider game, there was 2 other, games I was wondering if I could borrow from you. One of them was, the English version of Perfect Dark. I would love to do a Perfect Dark stream, but it's too difficult with the Japanese writing. I need to know the objectives better. And oh no. And also I was wondering if I could borrow that board game, Famicom game that you got. And also if you had, I don't know if in your Famicom collection, I don't know if you have any like games that come with stuff, you know, games that came with extra goodies, you know. But I'm gonna be making a video on, well, how a lot of Famicom games came with extra goodies. I'm gonna call it, why doesn't Nintendo give us stuff anymore? Yeah. I have a couple really cool games, like this one game. This is a series of games. Actually, this series of games is now on the Nintendo Switch Online on the Super Nintendo. But this game came with like a novel. Like it literally came with like a novel, and it also came with like maps and battle plans of like all the different armies in it and stuff. Very cool. I wanna make a video about that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any other Famicom games like that. Oh, okay. And then yeah, if I have anything that you'd like to borrow, you know, you're absolutely more than welcome. You're absolutely more than welcome if you'd like to borrow anything. Guys, give me 1 second. I just remembered I have some candy that I just bought. I'll be right back.
Let's play. You gotta see this. I need witnesses. Pikachu, over here. It listens. If only my family would. What? I'm talking to Pikachu, my new best friend. Watch this. Pikachu, come here. Pikachu, good job. Pikachu hears what you say. Hey. Hey, move. Pikachu. My sister, the Pokemon master. Bulbasaur. Shh, don't confuse them. Pikachu understands almost 200 words. My sister knows like 12. You have to use the microphone. Hey, watch. Pikachu, this way. See, unlike my sister, a direct response. The more you talk to Pikachu, the better friends you get to be. Pikachu, oddish. See? Pikachu trusts me. That's because Professor Oak's always there to help. Sometimes friends are good to have. Of course, that totally depends on the friend. Dude, what's this? It's Hey You, Pikachu. Dude, can I play? Now I'm everybody's best friend. Okay, first, it's a one-person game. And second, you have to get Pikachu to trust you. Things like that don't just happen overnight. Dude, so can I play? I'm telling you, this takes patience. Patience is a virtue. Once you get Pikachu to trust you, there's all kinds of games to play and things to do. Like searching for buried treasure, and having picnics, or going fishing. Pikachu, pull harder. See? Pikachu listens and does stuff that you tell him to. It's way cooler than just a game. It's just like having a pet. Without the litter box.
Has anyone seen my good barbecue tongs? What did I say? No WWF. What's this?
Now Mom wants it. It's Hey You, Pikachu, my new best friend. You talk to Pikachu. And he actually listens. Watch. Pikachu, carrot. Dude, he didn't do it. It's just like the cartoon. Sometimes Pikachu only does what he wants. How do you know he's a he? Maybe Pikachu's a she.
Whatever, can I play?
Pikachu, carrot. Patience. It's all about patience. Mostly it's about fun. And if I were a commercial, I'd say,
Comes complete with microphone and 64 game.
Alright, guys. Alright, guys. My friends. If, anybody out there has any technological knowledge and they know a good computer, that I could, invest in, let me know. It has to be a laptop because I have to be able to travel with it, but this time I need to make sure that it's small enough for me to travel with, because my work computer now, it's like a beast. It's like a beast. I mean, it's not necessarily like, it's not necessarily super thick or anything, but it's like a, I think it's like an 18-inch laptop. It's a pretty big laptop, you know. It was the biggest size that they had. So traveling with it isn't the easiest thing. I want to get one the size of my Chromebook. But with the power of the one that I'm using now. I'm sure in the years since I bought my last computer, they've made one. Okay. Oh, there they go. Ooh. So, guys. Oh, big turn. Have you guys ever been on a motorcycle before? I have a few times. I've never oh wait, no, I did drive one once, but not a motorcycle. It was a motorbike. I drove once and I crashed it. Not good. The first and only time I ever drove one, I crashed it. Absolutely destroyed my hands. Absolutely destroyed my hands. I was picking gravel out of my hands for like months. It was awful. Okay. I have ridden a motorcycle for my birthday last year. Oh, cool. Stefan likes games from the 90s too? Oh, cool. Yeah, well, we grew up with a lot of these games. I guess you're quite a bit older than I am. But you still would have, I'm kind of envious because you would have seen like the release of all of this stuff. You would have you were around when like the original Nintendo was released. That's cool. That must have been a cool time. You know, gaming, not even just gaming, but like home technology from like 1985 to like from like 1985 to 2000 is very fascinating to me because of how quickly, because of how quickly everything changed, you know, like in 1985 you were using like a Coleco computer or like a Commodore computer or like something like that, And then in 1995, you had Windows 95. You know what I mean? And that's such a huge jump in technology. I mean, look at cell phones, you know? Cell phones came out in Japan in the 70s. They came out here in North America in the 80s. What's it called? The technologies just went so fast. I saw a news report once of it was in England. It was in England, and they were talking about there was the first ever phones in England that had cameras on them. They were just these old ass Nokia phones that had like a quarter pixel You guys remember those cameras, right? Yeah, I still have some photos on my Facebook page that were taken on cameras like that. And the quality of the photo is so bad, you might as well have not taken a photo. It's like barely a step above the Game Boy camera. I remember this news report, and they were saying that there's no way that this technology would catch on, like sending photos, because back in the day it was like 50 cents to send a single photo. Damn it! So they were like, no, that's never gonna catch on. To be honest with you guys, I started using better technology until 2009 when I started moving on my own. So you used older stuff until 2009? That's cool. I only got my first computer like at my house when I went to high school, you know? And that was pretty late for somebody to get internet at their house for the first time. Like, even for my parents, you know what I mean? Like, you would think that my dad would be all over the internet, you know? Not saying he's a deviant or anything, but I'm sure that any guy back in the day that hears that there's a free porn machine in their living room now would be pretty happy. But no, we only got internet when I went to high school. How old do you go to how old are you when you go to high school? Like 14? I don't know how old you are when you go to high school. I think you're like 14. So it would have been like 2000 if I was 14 when I got to grade 9. Then it would have been 1991. It would have been 2005. So I only got internet at my house for the first time in 2005. That's pretty late. Everybody in my family had the internet. My grandmother had the internet in like 1996. You know, like, so I had been using the internet, but using the internet was only I only did it when I was living at my grandma's house, so I got to go on the internet on the weekends. And I only really went on a few sites. I went on Newgrounds, I went on CheatCC, I went on like Neopets. I loved my Neopets. No, I didn't use the internet back then until I moved out on my own. Oh, okay. My parents didn't let me use technology back then. It was sad world. They couldn't afford it. And even when I was in a group home, I couldn't afford to use technology either. Oh, that's a shame. You know what? It's pretty cool how technology has become so accessible. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're really poor, maybe you can't go out and if you're really poor, maybe you can't go out and get an iPhone, right? But you could still probably buy an Android that's, you know, 2 or 3 years old for $100, you know, and then that amount of technology, even though it's a couple years old, that amount of technology for $100 is ridiculous. There's this great show on YouTube. It's called, I think it was called Computer Solutions or Computer... It was a show from the 80s where it was a non-biased consumer show where computer manufacturers would come in and show off their new stuff, right? But because it was a consumer show, it wasn't sponsored by any of them, so they would get like 3 different companies to all come on at the same time. And it was hilarious because they would be like, this laptop with a 3.5-inch screen with 45 minutes of battery life. This will cost you about $17,000. You'd have to be the king of a small nation in order to afford these things back in the day. You'd have to be a king of a small nation to afford things like that back in the day. But now, even if you're poor, you can afford things. Like, I mean, I'm not rich at all. My monthly income is less than $1,000 a month. I'm not rich at all, but I have lots of technology, you know? Hang on, I'm switching you from my phone to my laptop. Okay. Oh, Tommy! I wanted to, Oh, you're not here. Okay. Oh, damn it! Sorry, guys. I have something for Tommy if she wants it. Okay. Oh, Tommy, you're back. I wanted to mention, if you want, I'm sending out some mail soon. I'm sending out some mail for some of the subscribers. If you want, I have a bunch of extra like doubles from the stickers I was collecting. If you want, I could send you a postcard and throw some of them in there if you want. I would have no problem doing that. I'm going to the post office tomorrow anyway, and it would only cost me like $1 or $2. If you would like some of those, I would be more than happy to. Send them to you. Oh God! Oh God! Oh! You're teaching Stefan how to use technology? Oh, that's nice. Is he not very technologically versed? You know you can take like classes for that, right? Like usually community centers have different classes for different kinds of people, usually like elderly people or special needs people. Is Stefan special needs as well? Because I know you have, I think you have, what, autism? You have something. We have something. Is Stefan special as well? I'll give you my address. What's your email again? Yeah. Don't put your address here. Here I'll set in my over living. There you go. Yeah, so send me an email to there. Let me know where you would like me to send it, and I'll send you all of the doubles that I got. You know what I'll do, Tommy? Because you've been such a wonderful supporter for so long. I have a postcard club on my channel, on my memberships. I'm going to send you the same package that I would send to people in the postcard club. So I'll send you a postcard from my hometown, and I'll send you some of my art. And I'll send you something nice, just to say thanks for being around for so long. You've been excuse me. You've been supporting me now for over a year. We've known each other for over a year now. And that's really cool. He's special needs too. He has autism. Okay. If he has autism as well, what I would do is look into. I don't know if you live like out in the country or anything, but look into your local community center because they usually have classes for people with special needs on learning how to use technology. Like specifically learning how to use technology, how to use like new apps and stuff like that. They'll even, I saw the last time I had to go to the community center to sign my disability paperwork, there was a younger girl there. She was maybe, I don't know, maybe 16 or 17. She was probably like a high school volunteer, and she was teaching the adults about TikTok. She was teaching like a group of oh come on, I was doing so well. She was teaching a group of special needs people about like TikTok and posting on TikTok and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. I can just imagine a bunch of old ladies getting together and making some talks. Oh God! Damn. So, my friends, I hope you like the new look of the channel. So guys, I have this great opportunity now. What I'm gonna do, it's a long shot because I have no idea if they're hiring or not. I have no idea. But there is a pretty crappy hotel that it's basically a trap house, you know, but there's a pretty crappy hotel that's relatively close to my new place. I'm gonna go down there tomorrow, and I'm going to ask if I could possibly do cleaning for them. Oh God. Okay, address sent. Yeah, no problem. So, you know what though? Keep it. It might take a little while. I sent Jeff's mail on the 1st of the month last month, and he only got it yesterday. So just keep an eye out, but it'll probably take, like, I'm guessing, like, 3 weeks. I'm guessing, like, 3 weeks, because I'm just going to send it regular letter mail. But yeah, I'll send you something nice. I'll send you something nice. It's really been nice knowing you, Tommy. It's really been nice knowing you. It's been fun keeping up with your life, you know? Because I don't have any how do I say this, like, without being insulting? I'm probably the most special needs in my whole family. You know what I mean? I don't really have any special needs family members and stuff. So I don't I've never been able to how do I say it? I've never really been able to observe anybody with special needs over a long period of time, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Yeah, I've never gotten to know somebody with special needs. That might make more sense. Like, I've never gotten to know anybody with autism or anything like that. And not that I've been against it. As a matter of fact, when I was young, one of my best friends had autism. So I did back when I was young. Yeah, it's been really nice knowing you because it's opened my eyes and it's opened a lot of my understanding about people with different stuff. Actually, Steph, me and Stefan have Asperger's. Oh, okay. But mine is more progressive because it's generalized anxiety disorders. Oh, okay, I understand. Stefan wants to know if you remember 80s arcade games. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. What games are we talking about? Are we talking like, I mean, there's so many of them. When it came to, like, the 80s, the arcade games that I played, I don't know, because a lot of them are from the 70s, right? Like Miss Pac-Man, Space Invaders, all that's from the 70s. The 80s in arcades, give me some titles. Tell me some titles of like 80s games. Because I'm very aware of 90s games in the arcade. Like, I could name you a list of like 100 different 90s arcade games, but but when it comes to 80s arcade games, I'm absolutely drawing a blank. I think my favorite 80s arcade game would be a game called Forgotten Worlds. I don't know if you guys have ever played Forgotten Worlds, but it's a pretty fun game. Pac-Man, Ninja Turtles, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was 90s, but Ninja Turtles, definitely. There was Ninja Turtles, there was Street Fighter, the first one was in the 80s. Yeah, I never played at the arcade too much, because we didn't really have one. Here in Toronto, I grew up in Toronto, right? And Toronto didn't really have an arcade that was downtown. It wasn't like my grandmother could take me on like the subway and go to an arcade. I'm sure that if we could have gone on the subway to an arcade when I was young, I'm sure that I would have asked my grandmother to bring me all the time. But there was a place, and it still is open to this day. I don't know if it's a Canadian chain of arcades, or if it's just like the one location. But there's this place here called Palladium. It's the ultimate place to play. There's a place here called Palladium, and it's a big arcade. It's kind of like round one, or something like that. It's kind of like round one, and I would go there like once a year with my dad. My dad would bring me like once a year there, and then when we went to the beach, there was an arcade. Hey, Flipside, what's going on? I'm so glad that you're here. I wanted to mention something. First of all, I have some ideas for you. I have some ideas for you for your shorts. And second thing, I wanted to let you know, I am going to post that funny advertisement that I found. I am gonna post that video because it's funny and I think that it's a good idea. But I just wanted to let you know so you don't get mad. And then also, I have some ideas for you. I have some ideas for your shorts. I started playing video games in '82 and Pac-Man was popular. That's cool. That's cool. See, like, that's something that I'm very jealous about, Tommy. Being able to, like, live through, seeing video games go from, you know, like, Pong all the way to, like, what video games are now. Could you have ever imagined that video games would be the way that they are now? Oh, God. Okay. Alright, what's on your mind? So, you know how you've been doing a lot of, like, the nostalgic stuff? What I was thinking was something that's a pretty popular trend, at least I see it quite a bit, is, getting, like, a video game, right? And just having, like, the system, like, in view of the camera, and just having the video game, putting it into the system, and then turning it on, and then having the menu screen come up, right? And what I've seen people do is they'll set up their setup nicely, you know, they'll put like some candles or something and they'll make it look really cool, and then, you know, they'll take a retro game and they'll put it in their Super Nintendo or their Famicom or their PlayStation 2 or whatever, right? And they'll put it in and then they'll show like the whole thing. I was thinking that you should do that. I was thinking that you should do that because once you make the setup, you can film, you know, 50 of them in a half an hour, and then you can upload them, you can schedule them, and then you don't need to constantly be uploading like every day. You know, you can make a whole bunch of content, you can set it up so it automatically comes out, and then you can focus on making other content, you know? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing with Nintendo 64 games. I don't know if you do have a Nintendo 64. I wasn't gonna do it with the Super Nintendo because I know that you have a Super Nintendo, so I thought that that might be a good idea for you to do it with your Super Nintendo. But if you want to do it with a different system, you know, I'll choose a different system as well. Just an idea. Just an idea. I posted a beta video today about, you know what, Tommy, were you live today? Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I saw what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the video though. I saw it. I've been a little busy today. I will catch up on it. I will check it out. I'll leave you a comment on it. Oh God. Not sure what I'm gonna do, honestly. Hey, just an idea, you know, just an idea. Just an idea, buddy. Are you kind of conflicted about, like, where you want your channel to go? Oh, okay, yeah, it was like a live premiere. Okay, yeah, I saw what it was on there, but I was getting ready to go out to the... Oh, damn it. I was getting ready to go out to the gym, so I didn't catch it. Or the premiere, yeah. Yeah, Flipside, are you like conflicted on what you wanna do with your channel? I think the biggest thing you have to figure out with your channel is what do you want the outcome of it to be? You know, are you doing your channel because you want to have a fun hobby? Are you doing your channel because one day you want it to grow into something that you can monetize and make a business out of? Are you making a channel to promote something that you're already doing? You know, like a lot of people, maybe they make art or maybe they do that and they have like an Etsy store or something and they make a channel to promote that, you know? I think anybody who's making it... Oh, come on! I think anybody who's making a channel needs to remember, like, why am I doing it? You know, when I started this channel, I just wanted to help people. That was it. I could have never imagined more than 500 subscribers. I remember sitting down with my sister and saying, if I ever hit 500 subs, then my entire goal is complete, you know? I never thought that I'd get past 500. And then as my channel grew, my ideas changed, right? That's why I changed the name of the channel. Now, my channel, is a business for me, you know? Now my channel is a business for me. I don't ever want to be famous. Like, I don't ever want to be, like, one of those huge, like, even though I do, like, travel videos, I don't want... I like being able to travel without people knowing who I am. So if I got to the point where I got famous enough, where, like, wherever I went, people would be, like, if, I know it would never happen, but that's not what I would want at all. However, if I could make, $5 grand a month off of my channel, I'd be a very happy man. That'll be a very long time, though. But if I could make $5 grand a month off my channel, I could probably, I couldn't buy a house, but I could probably rent a house. I could afford to own a car, you know, I could afford to own a car. I could afford to do more travel, you know? The hot dog eating contest. Oh, of course I remember Tony Hawk Pro Skater. As a matter of fact, Stefan, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 is coming out, and that will be a day one purchase for me. That will be a day one purchase. Absolutely. Guys, give me a second. I'm just gonna give my dad a call. I haven't talked to him yet today, and it's a holiday, and I usually give him a call. I'll be right back.
Lock the door. Turn out the lights. Pretend it's just a nightmare. The most intense survival game ever created. Resident Evil 2. Now for Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64が3月14日から16,800円になります。By Edison。今始まる新たなボンバー伝説。3D 空間で炸裂する立体新爆発。Nintendo 64で登場。バクボンバーマン。
Killer outfit. Too bad the nightlife sucks. Dracula returned to Castlevania on Nintendo 64 from Konami.
あのチョロ Q がついに64で登場。チョロ Q 64。転がり回れ、コースを作れ。4人ではちゃめちゃバトルレース。宝チョロ Q 64ついてるよ。
64。手に入れた武器を自在に組み合わせて君だけのロボで戦え。任天堂64カスタムロボ。64。
今度のカスタムロボはタッグで戦う 2on2 バトル。チームプレーの駆け引きがバトルをさらに熱く。
このロボじゃ地上戦は不利だ。空中戦で行こう。よし。チェンジ。行け。よし。
仲間のピンチをチャンスに変える。チェンジのタイミングがバトルの決め手。ロボもパーツもパワーアップ。任天堂64カスタムロボ V2。
First on the scene, first with the news, last in the Journalists Invitational Softball Tournament. This is Hot Topic. Tonight, we uncover the real story surrounding Diddy Kong's latest adventure with never-before-seen footage obtained from Nintendo insiders. Now, here's your host, Trent Tillman.
Hello, I'm Trent Tillman. The recent whereabouts of Diddy Kong have been a mystery. Until now. To get the story, we sent world-famous adventurer and thrill-seeker Dirk Monahan to catch up with the elusive chimp. Now, Dirk has run with the bulls of Pamplona and braved the raging waters of the Amazon in nothing more than an inner tube. He eats danger with a spoon, wipes his chin, and asks for seconds. Dirk, can you hear me? All right. Now, Dirk, you were the first human to experience the Diddy Kong adventure. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And how did you do? Oh, I didn't think you could break that. What exactly happened? So you were trying to pick up a balloon, but you were sideswiped by a squirrel, hit an oil slick, and smashed into the hind leg of a brontosaurus? Dirk, was Diddy a part of this? Tragic. Let's check in with our chief correspondent, Dent Chassis. Dent?
Trent,
Dent, as Dirk discovered, it seems we are dealing with something drastically different.
That's right, Trent. We believe Dirk was involved in what's called the adventure mode. This is no place for the faint of heart. Here's what we know so far. This realm pits you against a number of challenges. Make your way by collecting golden balloons. These unlock doors to 4 areas: Dino Domain, Sherbet Island, Snowflake Mountain, and Dragon Forest. Once inside, you'll explore the worlds and race the boss of each one. If successful, you'll take the Silver Coin Challenge. Collect all 8 coins.
あ、剥がすなって。やばいぜ。大丈夫だって。
Did an expansion pack to get it all in.
They didn't even tip me! And now, this.
Donkey Kong 64. And you thought insanity was crazy.
Heaven help us all.
64.
Hey. Come on, kick it!
Donkey Kong が帰ってきた。今度は5匹で技決めた。任天堂ドンキーコング64メモリー拡張パックとセットで登場。ドンキーコング64。
ここだよな。ここが？そう。今度のドンキーコングの秘密。あ、剥がすなって。やばいぜ。大丈夫だって。行くぜ。
メモリー拡張パックでドンキーコングがもっとリアルにエキサイティングになって帰ってくる。ドンキーコング64。この冬メモリー拡張パックとセットで登場。
やるかやられるか。ドゥーム64、8月1日発売。
Hey guys, sorry about that. I had to talk to my dad real quick. Okay, so I'm back. I gotta switch this to high res mode. I noticed I transitioned, my game interest is fading. A few new games here and there. My DK Call of Duty. Yeah. The Switch, give the Switch 6 months, it'll have tons of stuff on it. Give the Switch 6 months, it'll have tons of stuff on it. There we go. Yeah. My dad, he's doing good. He's doing good. Yeah, so I gotta go to IKEA and get a bookcase. You know what I'm finally gonna be able to do, guys? I'm gonna buy one, like, normal bookcase. And, damn it. I'm gonna buy one normal bookcase, and then I'm going to buy, a, glass display case. And that'll be very cool. Yeah, that'll be very cool because what I plan on doing with it is making like a little Nintendo museum and putting all of like my rare stuff in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Staples, or I guess any office supply place, and oh god. Oh no. Or any office supply place, and I'm gonna get some of those little like name plaques made, but instead of having like my name on it, it'll have like the game title and when it was released and stuff like that. Yeah, very cool. It'll be very nice display. It's funny because if you split my video game collection, I have around, I don't know, 300 different games. But 10 of those games or accessories are worth more than the 90% of them. That's how it goes with collecting. That's how it goes with collecting. Okay. Oh no! Fun. Also has the original X-Men games for Xbox. Oh, that's cool. You know what my favorite X-Men game was? Well, you know what? I don't think I've ever really played any X-Men games other than this one, but I had X-Men for the Sega Genesis when I was young. The first X-Men. There was I think there was 2 or 3 X-Men games on the Sega, but just the one that was called X-Men. I really like that game. And now I know that in retrospect, it's not considered a very good game. However, I really don't take game reviews seriously because games are so subjective, right? Like, if you can't stand racing games and you play the best racing game ever made, you know what I mean? You're probably not going to rate it as such, right? So, I really don't put too much weight in what, like, reviewers say about video games. So, I like that game. I really don't care that people don't like it. I mean, I like Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo. And people hate that game. I love that game. Oh, first place! Yes! I have that X-Men game on my desk. Do you really? That game was very much a big part of my childhood. I remember there's a part in that game where you have to reset your console. And, I got to it, and I was absolutely baffled by it, but I was able to look it up online. Even back in 95 or 96 when I was playing it, I was able to look it up online. Flip side, do you have a Sega? I didn't know that you had a Sega. I didn't know that you had a Sega. I thought that you had a, a Super Nintendo. I like playing as Nightcrawler. Oh, me too. Nightcrawler in the spaceship level, or like the space station level. I think it's like the second or third level. It's not very far into the game. But you can speedrun that entire level in like 2 minutes with Nightcrawler. The whole level is like a maze of elevators and stuff, and you can just use them to transport to every part of every room. That game gets really tough, though. There's a level, I think it's not a very long game. I think there's only like 5 levels in it. But there's one level where all of the enemies are clones of you. And it's a fucking pain in the ass because the Cyclops clones are everywhere. And they shoot you from like across the entire room. I remember the final boss being obnoxiously easy to beat, though, in that game. So if anyone wants to know who's my favorite superhero, I would say either Spider-Man or Ultraman. but probably Spider-Man. I've only been into Ultraman for like 3 years now, and I've been into Spider-Man since I was like a little kid. So yeah, Spider-Man. But then Ultraman, and then after that, probably Spawn. Yeah. Yeah. Spider-Man number 1, Ultraman number 2, Spawn number 3. Love Spawn. Hey, Kyle, do you remember the Sega Channel back in the 90s? I remember being advertised the Sega Channel, but because we didn't have... oh, wait, no, I did have internet at my Oma's house. I remember being advertised Sega Channel, but I don't remember ever having Sega Channel. What a cool concept, though. Like, all the way back in the 90s, that is so cool. No, I didn't have Sega Channel. Did you have Sega Channel? I think I have every system but a Virtual Boy. Oh, wow, that's so cool, Flipside. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. That's really cool. I would love to get a Virtual Boy. I looked for it everywhere in Japan. I found one. In its case and everything. $700. 700 Canadian dollars. Way too much. Way too much. Oh god. You love Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man is sick. See, for me, I love Spider-Man the most because Spider-Man was like a kid. You know, he was like a high school kid. So, Spider-Man to me was like kind of relatable. Whereas there's so many superheroes that they're cool, but they're in no way relatable. Like Batman or Superman or fucking... Like, there's so many out there, you know? There's so many out there. But Spider-Man was really relatable. I like Ultraman though. Ultraman is super cool. Ultraman is super cool. Yeah, and really no games, but maybe the Wario game. Oh yeah, for the Virtual Boy? Yeah, I've never played a Virtual Boy. I've done so many video game hunts in Japan, and again, I ran into a Virtual Boy once. And I even got blue-balled a couple times because I've walked into stores that have the entire Virtual Boy display set up, like the display that they would have had in like Toys R Us or whatever. They have the Virtual Boy display set up, and every single time the Virtual Boy doesn't work. So I've never played one in my life. The very first time I went to Japan, I had a good amount of money. Like, I think I went to Japan the first time with like, I think like $15,000. Like, I had a good amount of money the first time I went. And I said that I was gonna buy like a really expensive system. I was gonna buy myself like a really, really expensive system, but instead I bought my watch. Because I was buying this system as like an investment thing, but then I realized that a better investment would probably be my watch, you know? So, I spent most of my money on that, but this time, when I go back to Japan, I think that I might take, because my investments will come out, before I go. I think I might take maybe $1,500 from my investments and specifically buy like one very rare thing. Like, you know what I'd love to get? Have you guys ever seen the Panasonic GameCube? It was a DVD player and the GameCube and the Game Boy player all built into one, and it was sold exclusively in Japan. They're very rare, but if I could pick one of those up, it would be a very good investment piece. Also, if I were to find the Nintendo 64 disc drive, I would pay thousands for that. Because I know that if I brought it back to Canada, and I brought it to like a gaming convention, it would sell in a minute. Oh god. You know what I was thinking of doing one day? I think there's 13 games for it in total. Yeah, the Virtual Boy does not have a big library at all. It has the library is about twice the size in Japan, but the quality isn't any better, you know? Wait, I don't have a Sega Saturn. I gave it to my girlfriend at the time, and we broke up. Oh, no! I lost a system like that, too. That's how I lost my, my new 3DS. Damn. Yeah. Sega Saturn, I'm getting that the next time I go to Japan. Remember, guys, the next time I go to Japan, if you guys want and are willing to send me the money for it, I have absolutely no problem going on video game hunts for you guys. I won't charge you anything for it, other than, like, what it costs. You know what I mean? Like, I won't charge you, like a finder's fee or anything like that. But as long as you're willing to pay for it, and as long as you're willing to pay for the shipping on it, I have no problem picking up games for you guys, because it's just more content for me, right? You guys get a game out of it, I get to make a video out of it. There you go, you know? When I go to Japan next time, I'm collecting for the Sega Saturn. The next time I go to Japan, the main thing I'm collecting for is the Sega Saturn. I will pick up a Switch too, but I probably won't pick up too many games for it, because the Switch 2 will probably be like a digital only kind of thing. So no rush to do that. Yeah. I think I might, because I've already gotten a $400 offer for this. I've already gotten a $400 offer for that. Or $475 in trade credit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use that $475 to get a Saturn, and then Saturn accessories. I know Saturn also has a kind of like a memory upgrade, kind of like the way that the Nintendo 64, you could add more RAM to it. I'm pretty sure the Sega Saturn has a slot in the back of it that you can add memory to. So I'll have to get that. I'll have to get the light gun, because a lot of the games I want to play, like, the reason I'm buying a Saturn, now forgive me if I'm wrong, because I've never collected for the Saturn, and I'm not really that familiar with the Saturn. However, it's my understanding that a lot of the Saturn games are Sega arcade ports. Like a lot of the games on the Saturn are just Sega arcade ports, you know? I'm expecting to be able to play like Time Crisis, What else? House of the Dead. I'm pretty sure only the first one is on there, because House of the Dead 2 is on Dreamcast. But I think House of the Dead 1 is on Saturn. So that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Girlfriend wanted to play Wipeout. Wipeout's a lot of fun. What for a Care Bear game for the Switch? Is there a Care Bear game for the Switch? I wouldn't be surprised. Tommy, have you played Hello Kitty Island Adventure? I want to play that game, but the thing is, like, I don't care about decorating my house. Like, that's why I'm not really a big Animal Crossing fan, because from what I understand about Animal Crossing is it's really like a life simulator, you know? And I don't play online, so who am I decorating for, you know? But if it's ever on sale for like $10 or something, that'll be a lot of fun. Tommy, you're still going to New York? You're still going to New York? That's amazing, Tommy. I thought that your New York trip was canceled because of your injury. That's awesome. You are going to love New York. I'm going back to New York in December. In December, I'm going back to New York. We're going to do a fan meetup down there. For my one fan in New York. Statistically, it has to exist. Oh, God! They're a Care Bear game and the new Hello Kitty game. I have the Hello Kitty dancing game. It's pretty cute. It's pretty kawaii. Kawaii. I can't express to you guys how much Hello Kitty helped me. Not necessarily Hello Kitty, that character, but the Sanrio universe, mostly Pom Pom Purin and Cinnamoroll. Those two characters helped me get through one of the hardest times of my life, you know? And there's only two things in my life. Like, I have a lot of interests, right? I like a lot of things and a lot of franchises and a lot of things. You know what I mean? But there's only been two things in my life that have literally changed my life in the sense of I was going through something horrible and it got me through it. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So the first one for me was baseball. And the reason why baseball means so much to me is because when I was diagnosed with cancer and I had cancer and I had my cancer surgery and stuff, I was going to be in the hospital for like 6 months. I think I was in the hospital for... My surgery was on June 27th, and I got out in November. So June, July, August, September, October, November. So 5 months. I was there for 5 months. And I was so lost because I know that I was going to be bedridden for a long time of that. And then getting better, I was going to be bored. I was very worried about being unbelievably bored, you know? Because you can only play a Game Boy for so long, right? You can only play a Game Boy for so long, and you can only watch so many episodes of your favorite show, right? But when I was at the hospital, I was reading the newspaper, and I was reading the sports section, and I was never a Jays fan. Before this, but what happened was when I was reading the newspaper, I saw that I saw the Toronto Blue Jays schedule, like the game schedule, and it showed the entire month. And then I saw that in baseball, you play almost every single day. You know, it's usually played 5 games in a row, 1 day off, and then 6 days in a row, and then 2 days off. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff to watch. You know, it's not like hockey where there's 3 games a week. With baseball, there was 6 games a week, sometimes 7 games a week. So I said to myself, okay, if I'm going to be stuck in the bed for so long, not going to be able to do anything, then I'm going to start rooting for the Toronto Blue Jays, right? So that's how I got into baseball. It gave me something to look forward to every single day. And even when I had to go through my treatment or any of the other horrific things that I had to do, I could always at least look forward to the end of the day when I could watch the Blue Jays game, right? So baseball to me means a lot. It means a lot to me because it helped get me through that time. And Sanrio and Hello Kitty did the same thing for me. It came into my life at a time where I really needed it. And what happened was when I came back from Japan the last time from living with my fiance at the time, I broke up with her, right? It was really tough, and it sucked, like, a lot, because I loved her very, very, very much. We had just been living together. We had just gotten engaged and stuff, but there were some fundamental differences between us that just weren't going to work out long term. And it wasn't the language. It was I wanted to have kids, and she didn't want to have kids. And having kids is very important to me. I'm a religious man, and I believe that I'm supposed to have kids. You know what I mean? I believe it's part of my reason to be here on Earth. You know, I don't think that for everybody. You know, I think everybody has their own path, but personally for me, I think that my reason is to be here, be a father, you know, do that kind of stuff. So I broke up with her, and it was very, very sad. And yeah, it was very, very sad. But I got into Sanrio at like the same time, and Sanrio is so like ultra cute. And if you watch the show, if you watch the show Hello Kitty and Friends Super Cute Adventure, it's unbelievably sweet. You know, every episode ends with you saying, "Aw," you know? So having that in my life every single day when I was going through something really tough, it really helped me. So now I have, I wouldn't say a obsession with it, but I am a big collector of it. You know, I am a big collector of it. I really enjoy it. Who is texting me? I'm so confused. Guys, give me a second. I have to address something real quick.
Lock the door. Turn out the lights. Pretend it's just a nightmare. The most intense survival game ever created. Resident Evil 2. Now for Nintendo 64.
めっちゃめちゃに
全ては高度なテクニック。
任天堂64が3月14日から16,800円になります。
By Edison。
今始まる新たなボンバー伝説。 3D 空間で炸裂する立体新爆発。任天堂64で登場。バックボンバーマン。
Killer outfit. Too bad the nightlife sucks. Dracula returns to Castlevania on Nintendo 64 from Konami.
あのチョロ Q がついに64で登場。チョロ Q64。転がり回れ、コースを作れ。4人ではちゃめちゃバトルレース。宝チョロ Q64 ついてるよ。
64。手に入れた武器を自在に組み合わせて君だけのロボで戦え。任天堂64カスタムロボ。64。今度のカスタムロボはタッグで戦う 2on2 バトル。チームプレーの駆け引きがバトルをさらに熱く。
このロボじゃ地上戦は不利だ。空中戦で行こう。よし。チェンジ。行け。よし。
仲間のピンチをチャンスに変える。戦時のタイミングがバトルの決め手。ロボもパーツもパワーアップ。任天堂64カスタムロボ V2。
First on the scene, first with the news, last in the Journalists Invitational Softball Tournament. This is Hot Topic. Tonight, we uncover the real story surrounding Diddy Kong's latest adventure with never-before-seen footage obtained from Nintendo insiders. Now, here's your host, Trent Tillman.
Oh, I'm Trent Tillman. The recent whereabouts of Diddy Kong have been a mystery. Until now. To get the story, we sent world-famous adventurer and thrill-seeker Dirk Monahan to catch up with the elusive chimp. Now, Dirk has run with the bulls of Pamplona and braved the raging waters of the Amazon in nothing more than an inner tube. He eats danger with a spoon, wipes his chin, and asks for seconds. Dirk, can you hear me? All right. Now, Dirk, you were the first human to experience the Diddy Kong adventure. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And how did you do? Oh, I didn't think you could break that. What exactly happened?
Alright guys, I'm back. So, I just caught somebody messaging. Oh, shit. Oh, I just called someone by accident. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I just need to reply to this. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, somebody sent me a message reaching out for some help. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that I've made myself open, that people can feel comfortable enough to reach out to me. That is literally my goal in life. That is literally my goal in life. As long as I'm helping people, then, I'm a happy guy. Okay. You guys have heard of the Florida Man, right? Oh, I came in first at the last minute! You guys have heard of the Florida Man, right? Have you ever heard of the Indiana Woman? So funny. Okay. Here we go. Oh no, I should have saved. Shit. Okay, so starting tomorrow, big changes again. I gotta get back off the energy drinks. I got off them for 2.5 weeks, and then I had some for my celebration on the 27th, and I've been drinking them ever since. So I gotta stop that again. I know I can. I have already done it. I just did it a few days ago. So starting tomorrow, getting off that, and as a matter of fact, if Walmart is open, I might run over to Walmart and I can just go tomorrow. It is a beautiful day, though. Oh, and it's still Canada Day. Oh, God. Yeah, you know what I'll probably do? A little bit later. Damn it. A little bit later, I will, I'll walk over to Walmart. I'll get some grocery supplies, so I don't need to get anything else. That's not a bad idea. I need to do a set of groceries, and then not spend any more money at all. Stefan wants to know if you remember the American Gladiators. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. American Gladiators, for sure. For sure. I liked watching the American Gladiators. I always said good luck, Chuck. That's what my sister says to me all the time. Because of Charlie Brown. My sister says that to me all the time. Good luck, Chuck. My sister sometimes calls me Buck. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it came from Far Cry 3. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask her. I don't know why she calls me that, but she calls me Buck. Buck. People in Japan call me either Kaichi or Kai-san. Or my friends at the hotel call me Ichiban, which is nice because that means number one. Oh, Ichiban! Thanks, guys. I miss them a lot. The one guy, his name's Kenji. I talk about him sometimes. He looks like the Happy Mask salesman. He looks like the happy mask salesman. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of him. It's so funny. Oh God. She doesn't know why she calls me Buck. Oh. You know what I need to do? It's such a pain, but for the longest time with my travels, all of my traveling lined up so I could take advantage of the duty-free store and get duty-free cigarettes, right? And I know I shouldn't be smoking. Smoking is bad. And, yeah, smoking's bad. Don't smoke. However, for the last long time, what I've been doing is I'll go away, right? In Japan, cigarettes are $1.50 a pack. They're $1.50 a pack. And, when I came back from Japan, I smuggled home, like, 5 cartons worth of smokes. And they lasted me all the way until I went to New York. And then when I was in New York, at the duty-free shop, I bought like 3 or 4 cartons, and that lasted me all the way until I went to Istanbul. And then when I got back from Istanbul, again I got like 3 or 4 cartons, and yeah, now I've been out for like a month, and smokes here in Canada are like $22.50 a pack. I'm smoking like a pack every 2 days. It's a nightmare. So I need to seriously cut down on my smoking, or find a way to get my smokes for a lot cheaper. We have native cigarettes here in Canada, but they're super legal and they suck ass. Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible. And to be honest with you, no offense if you smoke native cigarettes in Canada, but it's very trashy. It's very trashy. And ever since I got sober, I stay away from things that are trash in Canada. What's trashy in Canada is probably different than what's trashy in America, right? But I used to have a pretty trash life, and I'll never go back to that. So, if it gets to the point where I can only afford natives, then I will just quit. But I want to quit. I want to get down to 8 cigarettes a day. That's my goal. So when I move out, I can't smoke in my house anymore. So I will significantly cut down when I do that. You wanna know something funny? There's this bar. Damn it! There's this bar in my town, and it probably has the second worst reputation out of all of the bars in my town. And the thing is, like, the problem with my town is, I call it almost like an artificial town, because it's, you can look it up on Google. I'm not shy about where I live. My town's not a town, it's considered a city now. But it's big enough that I don't worry about getting doxxed or anything. But I live in Orangeville. I live in Orangeville, Ontario. And if you look up Orangeville, Ontario, like on Google, you'll see that it's a beautiful town. Like, it's a very, very, very nice town. Especially if you're from some places in the States that don't have a lot of trees. Our town is full of trees. I don't think I've ever seen a town in my life that has more trees than my town here. Significant amount of trees here. And so everything looks really good here. I decided not to watch wrestling. I'm waiting for WWE Evolution to the LA Women's PLE. Oh, that's cool. Good for them. I like it when the girls get a chance to shine. Women's wrestling has come so far, and women's wrestling has come so far, and I think that it's really important that people see that, you know? When I lived back at my dad's house, when my mom was still alive, when my mom got sick, have you seen The Running Man? The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Oh, hey, Sleep! What's up, buddy? Finally let me add some images. Perfect! That's awesome. Thank you so much. By the way, Sleep, I was gonna send out the stuff today, but number one, it's Canada Day, and number two, I don't have your address yet. So you have to shoot me your address so I can send you the package I'm sending you. I'm sending the most packages that I've ever sent out this month. 6 people are getting stuff this month. 6 people are getting stuff this month. I don't know what I'm going to do for this month's giveaway. I think the way that I'm going to do the giveaway is merch. My merch sales are very, very low. I don't really sell that much merch. So I thought that it would be a good opportunity to promote it a little bit more and give people really good odds for the next contest. So for the next contest, I don't know what it is yet. Are you sure, man? You don't have to. No, I'm more than happy to. I'm more than happy to. I got everything printed today. But I realized that the post office is closed because today's Canada Day. So yeah, it's not a problem. Plus, I'm just sending it letter mail, buddy. It's not gonna cost me like an arm and a leg. It'll probably cost me like $2, you know? Not a big deal. Plus, for you doing my wiki for me, I really appreciate the help. I really appreciate the help. That should increase my internet presence a little bit, and then if people Google my name, maybe that'll come up, you know? So, and it's cool to be in the universe, you know, the YouTuber universe. So no, I'm more than happy to. Just shoot me where you want me to send it by tomorrow afternoon. I'll probably go to the... Damn it! I'll probably go to the post office around lunchtime. So oh yeah, don't do it here. I'll send you an understand, but I wasn't doing it for that, just so you know. Oh no, I know. No, I understand. And the thing is, you did something nice for me that you didn't have to do, and I'm doing something nice for you that I didn't have to do, you know? That's it. Plus, to be honest with you, I'm sending you some of my artwork, and anytime I can get some of my artwork out there, that really makes me a happy kind of guy. That makes me a happy guy. So, I'm more than happy to do that. What I'm going to do this month is anybody who buys merch, it can be anything. It can be a sticker, it can be a t-shirt, it can be a sweater. Doesn't matter what it is. You buy merch, you get an entry, and I will figure out a cool giveaway item to give away. Last month, I gave away a Metal Gear Solid Collector's Edition. The wrestling podcast usually is Circle of Debate. I'm giving ideas for merch sales for their podcast. It only has over 1,000 subs. Hey, that's great. I love, to be honest with you guys, I prefer watching channels that are small. Ever since I became a YouTuber, ever since I became a YouTuber, I decided that I was always going to support other YouTubers, you know, because we all kind of work together, you know, whether you're monetized or you're not monetized, we're all sharing the exact same space, right? So I used to watch a lot of Japanese content, for example, abroad in Japan, only in Japan, stuff like that. I haven't watched a single one of their videos in years because I like to do my own thing. But I prefer watching channels that are small, you know, because I can interact with them. I mean, and then people that come into my chat and support me, I've always made a promise to myself that the people that support me, I'll support them, you know? So instead of watching channels that have like 10 million subs, I prefer channels that have like under 100,000 subs, you know? Just because I find that they're a little bit more grounded in reality, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Sick, man. I'll send you the page on Insta too. Start thinking of what you want to put on there. No pressure. I'll DM you later for more specifics. Yeah. We'll work on it together. I guess there's probably like an early life segment, and then an early life, and then I guess a college life. I don't know. What I'll do is I've actually never taken a look. I only know this from normal Wikipedia, but I'll take a look at like a popular creator's profile, and I'll just use that as a template kind of thing, and I'll write my own stuff. But I appreciate the help. Hey Metro, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I said to myself, I'm always going to support the people that support me. Yeah, I enjoy it. You know, most of the people that I watch are people that watch me. I tune into Tommy's podcast or her live streams when she does her wrestling roundup. When Isaac isn't sick, I catch his streams on a daily basis. Wolf Elko, I catch his streams. I catch Raiders streams every day. If Flipside is streaming, I'll watch her play Call of Duty for a little while. Like I like to hang out with smaller creators because we can actually all talk together. That's a big thing for me. Like these live streams that I do, aren't necessarily for the gameplay, right? They're for hanging out. They're for hanging out, meeting new people, helping people. Just because I changed my name from Sober Living to Life of Kai doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop helping people with addiction. I'm gonna definitely continue to do that. You know, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And what else is cool is you get to see people grow. You know, you get to see people grow as creators. You get to see where people's channels end up. I mean, I was, I think I was one of Bouncer Bex's first ever subs. And now she's got, actually I haven't checked her channel, her main channel page in a while, but she's got to be getting a few hundred subs by now. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Seeing people hit their first 100 subs or their first 50 subs or their first like 25 subs, that's huge. Perfect, man. The hardest part is figuring out the code for the info boxes. Well, that's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work, and it is very, very appreciated. It is very appreciated. Hey, Bex, we were just talking about you. What's your subscriber count up to now? We were just talking about you. Oh, damn it! Tommy's still here. Awesome. Oh! $1.99. That is amazing. Yeah, I was just talking about how I love to support the people that support me because I love watching their channel grow and succeed and stuff like that. That's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. It took me, how long did it take me to hit 200? It took me a while. It took me at least 6 or 7 months. Yeah, I think it took me about 6 or 7 months to get up there. That's really cool. I remember only a few months ago I was at 140, so I think that's pretty good. No, that's amazing. That's really cool. You know? When it comes to reality, you know what I mean? And, like, obviously you want to have millions of subscribers, right? But when it comes to reality, what I've always thought of, and it's always kept me really positive, is if you were to take all of your subscribers, right, and fill up a room with them, how big of a room would you need, right? And that always kept me going, because even if you only have 20 subscribers, which is still great, you know, which is still great, having 20 subscribers, I think having any subscribers is great. But even if you had 20 subscribers, how big of a room would you'd need like a conference room. You'd need like an entire conference room of people. Well, maybe not a conference room, but you need a big room, you know? And then imagine Bex, 199. I think that's probably about the size of a theater, of like a movie theater. So imagine having a night where you sell out an entire movie theater's worth of seats. That's so cool, you know? I want to do more videos. I'm just too busy to make more. I've been doing pickup videos to fill a page. Pickup videos are very cool. I really need your help, Bex, making a retrospective video on Majora's Mask. I watched your retrospective again about 2 weeks ago, and I took some notes on it in my YouTube notebook. But yeah, I think I need help with it. It still blows my mind that people watch my lives. It blows my mind that people watch my lives. It blows my mind that people watch my lives. It blows my mind that I don't get trolled nearly as often as I thought that I would. I thought when I started my YouTube career, I would be dealing with like 50% love and 50% hate. But I would say that I get like 95% love, you know? Even in my comments. Even in my comments, I'll get people, obviously with having a channel as big as mine, not necessarily as big as mine with like subs and stuff, but with the sheer volume of videos that I've made. I just realized the other day that I'm coming up on making 3,500 videos. Just made 3,500 videos. That's a lot of videos. Good God. But because I've made that many videos, I get, 10,000 views a day. And because of that, I get a lot of comments on like videos that are like 2 or 3 years old. And I would say 1 out of every 10 is something that's really nasty. But for the most part, people are really kind to me. I don't get made fun of nearly as much as I thought I would. Of course I do. I could look like Brad Pitt, and people would still call me ugly and stuff. Like you're never gonna get away from that. But what I've learned from YouTube is you could be the ugliest human on Earth, and there's still gonna be a very large group of people out there that think that you're a 10, Whereas, you could be the most attractive person on Earth, and as I just said, there are going to be people that think you're ugly as hell, So, one thing that I can say is put yourself out there, because no matter what, you're going to get love, and you're going to get hate, no matter what. 3,500 is a lot. Oh, yeah, it's a lot. And I mean, most of that is shorts and live streams. Because I've probably, at this point, I've been live streaming for about 2 years now. I've been live streaming for about 2 years now. So I've probably done 600 live streams, 600 or 700 live streams. And tons of shorts, right? But I've probably still made, like, when it comes to full-length videos, I've probably still made 800 of them. What I have to do is play more games at one time. I play a lot of RPGs, and I don't want to get stale, What I would recommend you do, Bex, is just diversify it a bit, and if you want to do a big RPG, no worries. If you want to do a big RPG, hey Beans, what's up, buddy? It's so nice to see you again. I thought you were never coming back. What I would recommend, Bex, is make a schedule on your channel. And if you know that you're going to be playing a game that is, a 500-hour game, dedicate like the weekend streams to that game, and then you don't need to feel bad, you know, grinding it out on the weekend. And then during the week, just play random games. You know, that's what I try and do. I try not to do the same game more than 3 times in a row. So this is the 3rd Road Rash stream that I've done. So the next one will be different, you know? But I do like playing longer games. Like, we had a Skyrim live stream going on. That was a lot of fun. The Fallout live stream was a lot of fun. But I feel you. You don't want to become a one-game channel, right? But if you do it on the weekends, if people say, "Oh, well, do you play anything else?" You can say, "Yeah, I play stuff all during the week," you know. And then if, yeah, I would say do that. I was really busy. That's okay, buddy. I'm just teasing you. Guys, I know a lot of you apologize for not catching my streams and stuff like that. Guys, I'm an entertainer. You don't need to apologize for not catching a stream or anything like that. If you can catch a stream, that's great, you know, but I'm not sitting at home being like, "God damn it, I haven't seen Bex in 48 hours." You know what I mean? If you can catch my streams, you're always welcome. But don't feel obligated to watching my streams. You know, I want you to watch because I'm entertaining, not because you feel obligated. I do appreciate you guys though. Yeah, I was gonna do like kart racers on one day, beat 'em ups on another day. It's not a bad idea. I would keep it random though. I would keep it a lot more basic. I tried to do that on my channel. I tried to do like a Famicom game one day, a Super Nintendo game the next day. I tried to do that, and it got very complicated very quickly because you're unplugging everything all the time, and it's just a pain in the ass. What I would say is just keep the weekend to longer games, and keep the weekdays to anything else, you know? Yeah, just keep it to anything else. Because to be honest with you, Bex, people don't remember your schedule. You know what I mean? You're not gonna turn on a game and somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Tuesday. You're actually supposed to be playing this." You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna do that. So don't worry too much about doing like a hard schedule. I would say keep it open on the weekdays, and then just do it like that. But it is up to you. Maybe you're more organized. Maybe you're more organized than I am. Maybe you could do Mario 64 next. Tonight I was planning on trying to beat Shinobi on a harder difficulty, because I have a feeling that there's like a level or two in the game that isn't accessible if you play it on the easy mode. So I was thinking about playing that tonight. However, I could do Mario 64 the next N64 stream I do. I could do that. I am gonna go camping tomorrow. But I will be here during the day. Yeah, I can do a Mario 64 next. I don't know that sometimes I watch mostly Pat McAfee videos. Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Guys, you have to watch my videos and only my videos." that would be embarrassing. As a matter of fact, there was this one guy who I like to reach out to. If I see live streamers that are streaming and they have like 1 or 2 viewers and they have like 20 subs, I love to reach out to them and try and get to know them and just talk to them, right? Because maybe I could give them some advice. I kind of look at it the way that I would have appreciated it when I started. When I started YouTube, I didn't have any friends who did YouTube. I didn't know anybody in the YouTube space. You know what I mean? But now that I have knowledge on kind of how to do things, you know what I mean? I'm no expert. I mean, I know a lot of you guys look at me having like almost 10,000 subs like I'm like some big YouTuber and stuff. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not. Bex knows that firsthand, you know. Bex knows that I'm very much just a regular kind of guy. But I do have a pretty big platform, and if I can use my platform to help out other people on YouTube, then I love doing that, you know, because I would have appreciated it when I was doing it myself. So if I see a smaller YouTuber, I'll check it out. And this was about 1.5 years ago, so I didn't really have that much. I think I had like 2,000 subs at the time. My subs really took off this last year. Oh, damn it. But, I reached out to this guy and he was doing a haunted ghost hunting video, right? He was doing this ghost hunting video and he was so funny because I thought it was satire, right? Like I was watching it. Yeah, he's a regular old Joe. Oh yeah, I'm as regular as possible. You know what I mean? I'm as regular as possible. Absolutely. I walk around town, you know? So this guy, he was doing like this ghost video that I was certain was a parody. I was certain that it was satire because he was using like a phone app. That says enough. That says enough. He was using like a downloadable iPhone app to detect ghosts and stuff like that. So I watched the stream, and then I just talked to him, and it turns out that he lived like 2 towns over from me. Just happened to. And so we got to talking, and I thought, you know what, this guy's pretty weird, but but he seems like a nice guy. And I had some haunted items. They weren't actually haunted because hauntings don't exist, but I had some haunted items, right? And I sent them to him so he could like contact the spirits that are inside of it. And so I sent him these dolls, right? And he did this whole seance with them. And when he posted the video, he only got like 5 views. And then he put out a community post, and he put out like 3 paragraphs just like bashing his subscribers for not watching the video and supporting him and stuff. He was like, oh, I have 112 subscribers, and the video's been out for like 12 hours now, and it only has 3 views. And like he's like yelling at his subs and stuff like that for not watching his video. And I was absolutely baffled by it. So I kept an eye on him, right? My opinion of him completely changed, right? But I didn't want to unsubscribe from him right away because we all have bad days, you know, and he was still pretty new to YouTube, so there's still things that you need to learn. So maybe he was just having a bad day. So I gave him a couple days, right? And then, hey, Gaming with Johnny, what's up? So I gave him a couple days, And then he, hello everyone here. It's so good to see you. And then he posts a GoFundMe, right? He posts a GoFundMe on his community page, and unfortunately his rat was dying. His rat had like a tumor in his brain, and he was trying to raise like $2,500 for brain surgery for the rat, right? And the thing is, look, I get it. I've had pets my entire life. However, okay, there is a scale on which life is more valuable. I think we can all agree that there is a scale on the value of life. You know, a mosquito's value of life is very much down here, and a dog's value of life is very much up here. You know what I mean? Even though a rat is definitely a legitimate pet, you know, is it a pet that you invest in brain surgery for it? I would say no. Call me cruel, but I literally had to kill a mouse today by chopping its head off. And that was awful. That was awful. You know? But I did not take it off of the mouse trap and then bring it to a vet to get it all cleaned up and rehabilitated into society. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So this guy, he posts this. I thought it was just a scam. I thought to be honest with you, because he didn't seem very honest, I thought it was just a scam. I thought he would have pocketed the money and ran with it. But I donated to the GoFundMe really only to show a little bit of support. I know that my donation was going to be refunded to me, because there's no way that this guy was going to donate or get $2,500 for rat brain surgery. So I kind of donated just to show face. And then he posts this GoFundMe. He posts this GoFundMe link on his community page. And then like 15 minutes later, he goes on another tirade about how nobody's donated. And at that point I was like, you know what, I can't stand this guy anymore, and I got rid of him. You know? So, long story short, I will never get upset with you guys for not watching my stuff. But a random mouse or rat, to be honest, I'm biased because I had rats and I wouldn't do anything to save one. I would have done anything to save one from heart failure, but the vet taught me out of it. I hear you, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that rats aren't pets. I had rats when I was young. I just think that if a rat gets brain cancer, then, you know, give it a peaceful death, and get a new rat. You know what I mean? That sounds really rough, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I think that the only thing that really is worth surgery and stuff is like a cat or a dog. Or farm animals. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that if a horse breaks its leg, you shoot it. You know, I don't like that. But I guess all opinions are different, right? You want to check the channel now? The channel was, what was it called? It was called, what was it called? I'm sure if I go into my Facebook messages and go way, way back, I can find it. It was funny, man. It was funny. He would be like, I thought it was a parody. I thought it was a satire channel, but he took it so seriously. And I mean, good for him, but like, when it comes to ghost hunting, like, ghosts aren't real. You know? Ghosts aren't real. It's like Bigfoot hunting. It's like, look, it's not real, okay? Humans have been around for, what, 150,000 years? You think one of them would have seen a ghost by now and been able to prove it? However, I do believe in spirits. I do believe in spirits. Like, I believe we all have a spirit, but I don't believe that we have, like, a physical manifestation boo ghost. I don't believe in it. That's why I have no problem walking around, like, the geisha district in the middle of the night, or, like, up into the Japanese mountains. And, like, I walked up in Kyoto. I walked up one night to the side of this mountain where there's a graveyard in the side of it. No problem, because I'm not scared of ghosts. You're back. Back. My second laptop is going into nightlight mode. Oh my. Oh my. Guys, give me 1 second. I have to check and see. I have to check something real quick. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Let's play. You gotta see this. I need witnesses. Pikachu, over here. It listens. If only my family would. What? I'm talking to Pikachu, my new best friend. Watch this. Pikachu, come here. Pikachu, good job. Pikachu hears what you say. Hey. Hey, move. Pikachu. My sister, the Pokemon master. Bulbasaur. Shh, don't confuse them. Pikachu understands almost 200 words. My sister knows like 12. You have to use the microphone. Hey, watch. Pikachu, this way. See, unlike my sister, a direct response. The more you talk to Pikachu, the better friends you get to be. Pikachu, oddish. See? Pikachu trusts me. That's because Professor Oak's always there to help. Sometimes friends are good to have. Of course, that totally depends on the friend. Dude, what's this? It's Hey You, Pikachu. Dude, can I play? Now I'm everybody's best friend. Okay, first, it's a one-person game. And second, you have to get Pikachu to trust you. Things like that don't just happen overnight. Dude, so can I play? I'm telling you, this takes patience. Patience is a virtue. Once you get Pikachu to trust you, there's all kinds of games to play and things to do. Like searching for buried treasure, and having picnics, or going fishing. Pikachu, pull harder. See? Pikachu listens and does stuff that you tell it to. It's way cooler than just a game. It's just like having a pet. Without the litter box.
Has anyone seen my good barbecue tongs? What did I say? No WWF. What's this?
Now Mom wants it. It's Hey You, Pikachu, my new best friend. You talk to Pikachu. And he actually listens. Watch. Pikachu, carrot. Dude, he didn't do it. It's just like the cartoon. Sometimes Pikachu only does what he wants. How do you know he's a he? Maybe Pikachu's a she.
Whatever, can I play?
Pikachu, carrot. Patience. It's all about patience. Mostly it's about fun. And if I were a commercial, I'd say...
Comes complete with microphone, N64 game pack with built-in voice recognition system, and of course, your new best friend, Pikachu.
Get Pikachu to come to you.
No, have Pikachu smash a pinata. Pikachu, there! This is a dream come true. Pikachu being my best friend, I mean. All you have to do is bring him home and just say, Hey you, Pikachu. Can I play now?
Get your own game.
Pikachu, let's play. Pikachu, let's play. Pikachu, dance.
I can't take it anymore.
Reel it in.
He talks to Pikachu, Pikachu listens.
Pikachu, come here.
I thought I was man's best friend.
Great job. Pikachu.
Meanwhile, I'm getting fat. I walk myself. Where's the love?
Hey You, Pikachu, rated E for everyone. Good for you, bad for pets.
Looking for love here.
Only on N64. 64になったカービィです。新しい技覚えました。2つの能力をミックスして新しい技をガンガン繰り出せ。任天堂星のカービィ。
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. And by the way, guys, don't think that I'm cruel to animals or anything like that. I love animals. I love animals. I've had pets my whole life. I love animals. I didn't mean to say, you know, the obvious thing, but yeah. I know that losing a pet would be tough. But I think brain surgery for a rat is a little much. Also, I'm astonished that there is brain surgery for a rat. I'm astonished that that even exists. But what can you do? What can you do? Okay. Bex, I don't know if you're here, but I think somehow my animosity towards the video game store, even though I don't really have a beef with the video game store at all, even though it sounds like I do, I think it got to them somehow. I think it got to them somehow. But, no, I don't have a beef with them. But I think it's funny. I went to get a game yesterday and I walk in and, I was like, oh, can I help you with anything? Like, no, just looking. Okay, can I get you anything quick? Like, can I get Road Rash? Like, yep. Are you gonna pay cash? Like, oh, shit. Also, I've got some, King Kai. Oh, don't ever call me. Thank you. That's very sweet. Don't call me that, though, please. There's only one king. Jerry the King. Lawler. King Kai.
Need some aspirin?
Did you just ask me if I need an aspirin? Flip side, you said that you lost power the other night, right? Because of a storm? Or did you have a storm the other night, Flip side? You were telling me about something. Was it a heat wave? Maybe it was a heat wave. Okay. I had a dream last night that I woke up in Antarctica. Very bizarre dream. Very bizarre dream. Okay. Damn it! Lightning hit a tree in the woods and caught fire? That's what happened. That's spooky, buddy. That's spooky. I used to live behind a forest, and that would happen all the time. Luckily, the forest never caught on fire, but we would always go and see what the tree looked like after, and it was just demolished. A couple years ago, actually. A couple years ago, actually. Ow! I just pulled a muscle in my back somehow. A couple years ago, actually, a tree that must have been like maybe not 200, at least 100 years old, was hit by lightning in the forest, and it fell right on the dog path that's there. And this tree was so big that when it was lying on its side, if you me as a full-grown adult, if I sat on it, my feet wouldn't touch the ground. It was huge. I think there's a show that was giving away a trip to Antarctica. I would love to go to Antarctica. I would love to go to Antarctica. If I won the lottery, you know, if I won the lottery, that's probably the first place that I would go. That's probably the first place I would go. I would also sail around the world. Maybe me and Bex will sail in our older age. Sail together. Oh God! I would love to do sailing. I would love to do sailing. Just be out in the open water all day. Also, have you ever seen what a stove on a boat looks like? They're awesome. They're awesome. Oh God. They completely like swivel and sway with the they completely swivel and sway with everything. It's very cool. Woods are black now and burnt smelling. Yikes. Yikes. Oh. I think there's a yeah, that Antarctica would be cool. Can you imagine the crazy things that are frozen in Antarctica? Because you gotta remember, at one point in history, Antarctica was covered in trees. At one point in the Earth's history, Antarctica was covered in trees. Can you imagine the things that are frozen underneath there? God, so cool. You know how many mammoths are in there? You know what it reminds me of? When I was a kid, I know that they're probably pretty popular now. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I see them at Walmart. But when I was a kid, do you guys remember the Scholastic book orders? Oh, you boiling crab? How stinks, yeah. In the Scholastic book order, there was always a, in the Scholastic book order, there was always a what's it called? It was like a dinosaur, excavation kit. And, you would get like this slab of plaster, and inside of it, you chip away at it, and inside of it would be like little dinosaur bones, and then you'd put it together, and it would be like a little model of like a Triceratops or a T-Rex or some shit. I loved those when I was young. Well, yeah, Bex, me and you are the same age, basically, so we definitely are Scholastic kids. We're definitely Scholastic kids. I can't tell you how many scented markers and pencil toppers I bought when I was a kid. So much crap. Also, the spy gear. The spy gear. Yeah, I bought a Goosebumps book the other day, and it has the Scholastic logo on it, and it made me feel it made me feel like a kid again, for sure. I still haven't read it though because I'm waiting to it's Welcome to Camp Nightmare. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Here we go. Scholastic. Welcome to Camp Nightmare. So, I thought that it would be fitting to watch that while I'm camping. Shiny stickers for sure. I remember that you could get video games. But you would never be able to get like Nintendo games. It would always be like fucking Roller Coaster Tycoon or some shit. I mean, Roller Coaster Tycoon was good, but it's not like you were getting like a Game Boy Advance game of Mario or anything. The giant Where's Waldo books? Yeah. It's so weird for me to hear it be called Waldo, though. Because when I was young, I guess the books that I didn't really grow up with Waldo that much, but I knew him as Wally. I didn't know him as Waldo. I knew him as Wally. Because yeah, in Europe, and basically everywhere else in the world, Waldo is called Wally. But here he's got a different name. So I was in Japan. Where did I find this out? I found this out somehow, and it absolutely blew my mind. I had like a Bernstein moment. And then I looked into it and I found out that in Europe it's Wally, and in North America it's different. So my books must have been European. Yeah, but you know what? I didn't have too many of the Wally books, but you know what I did have? I had like every single one of the I Spy books. The I Spy books, I loved those books. And they're still really challenging. Like, they're not necessarily kids' books. You know what I mean? They're just like puzzle books, you know? However, there was this one image. I'll never forget it. I made my mom tape the page. I made my mom tape the page closed because I was so scared of it. I think the I Spy books, at least the issues that I got, they all kind of had the exact same cover, but they were color-coded. So one was black, one was white, one was red, one was blue, but they all had the same like cover. I think it was in a box set, and then they were all just color. Either way, I had all of them. I'm pretty sure that this photo was in the black one, and what it was. Do you guys know Red Skellington? Red Skellington. He was a comedian. I think in the 60s or 70s, but he was famous for painting clowns. He was famous for like the sad clown paintings. That was Red Skellington, you know. And one of the pages in the I Spy book was like a clown room where it was just a bedroom that was like full of clown memorabilia, clown masks, fucking paintings of clowns, trinkets of clowns, hundreds of clowns on this 2-page spread. And, oh, it scared the hell out of me. Oh, it scared the hell out of me. I had to get my mom to tape the pages because it was too scary for me to look at. Too much. I was very scared of clowns when I was young. Very scared of clowns. I'm not scared of clowns as an adult. I'm not scared of clowns as an adult. As a matter of fact, I kind of have something like for clowns. I mean, there are such things as like a sexy clown, and that blows my mind. But it does exist. It does exist. So I'm not scared of clowns anymore. But when I was a kid, I was big time scared of clowns, right? And you know what caused it? You know what caused it? Have you guys seen The Brave Little Toaster? Have you guys ever seen The Brave Little Toaster? There's a scene in that movie where basically they go to hell in this Disney movie. They go to hell, and there's a clown that's dressed in like a fireman's outfit, and he's got like sharp teeth, and he starts attacking them with giant forks. Wow. I saw that for the very first time, and boy howdy. Boy howdy, did that scare the hell out of me. Oh my god. Okay, so it does look like there's gonna be fireworks tonight. That's nice. Let me check something really quick. I think I'm gonna switch up games. Because I'm not getting anywhere here. I think I'm gonna switch up games and take a bath, because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm freaking soaking in sweat. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Let's play. You gotta see this. I need witnesses. Pikachu, over here. It listens. If only my family would. What? I'm talking to Pikachu, my new best friend. Watch this. Pikachu, come here. Pikachu, good job. Pikachu, here's what you say. Hey! Hey, move! Pikachu! My sister, the Pokemon Master. Bulbasaur! Shh, don't confuse them. Pikachu understands almost 200 words. My sister knows like 12. You have to use the microphone. Hey, watch. Pikachu, this way. See, unlike my sister, a direct response. The more you talk to Pikachu, the better friends you get to be. Pikachu, oddish. Oddish? See? Pikachu trusts me. That's because Professor Oak's always there to help.
Guys, you know what? I am gonna go. I'm gonna have a bath. I will be back though. I'll probably be back at like 10. And I'm gonna try and beat Shinobi on harder difficulty. So, guys, I will see you again if you're around a little bit later. And yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys. Why isn't this working? If you haven't seen it yet, I posted a video of me eating dollar store tacos. You should